Regardless of your definition of success, there are, oddly enough, a great number of common characteristics that are shared by successful business people. You can place a check beside each characteristic that you feel you possess. This way, you can see how you stack up. Even if you don't have all of these characteristics, don't fret. Most can be learned with practice and by developing a winning attitude, especially if you set goals and apply yourself to reach those goals in incremental and measurable stages. Have you ever wondered why you are the way you are? Most of us have dreams or thoughts of the way we would like things to be, but what do they really mean? How much power is there behind a thought? Are these thoughts holding us back? The truth is, you are the way you are because of the thoughts you have every single day. We are going to start by explaining the brain dominance theory. The problem of getting from one point to another could be avoided if everything were either mental or physical, and both these possibilities have been considered. In psychotherapy, for example, the disturbing things a person does or says are almost always regarded merely as symptoms, and compared with the fascinating dramas which are staged in the depths of the mind, behavior itself seems superficial indeed. In linguistics and literary criticism, what a man says is almost always treated as the expression of ideas or feelings. A great deal of research has been conducted on what is known as the brain domination theory. The findings basically indicate that each hemisphere of the brain, left and right, tends to specialize in and preside over different functions, process different kinds of information, and deal with different problems. The left side deals with words, and the right side with pictures. The left side deals with parts and specifics, and the right side with wholes and the relationship between the parts. The left side deals with analysis, which means breaking apart, the right side with synthesis, which means to put together. Although people use both sides of the brain, one side generally tends to be dominant in each individual. If you use the brain dominance theory as a model, it becomes evident that the quality of your goals is significantly impacted by your ability to use your creative right brain. The more you are able to draw upon your right brain capacity, the more fully you will be able to visualize and project a holistic picture of what you want to achieve. This theory becomes important as the logical/verbal left brain attempts to capture your right brain's images, feelings, and pictures in the words of your written goals. Writing is a kind of psycho-neural muscular activity, which helps bridge and integrates the conscious and subconscious minds. Writing distills, crystallizes, and clarifies thoughts and helps break the whole into parts. So, let's start creating an entrepreneur mindset by looking at the tools and techniques you can use to create a better outcome. Step 1. Deleting negative self-talk. People who give themselves negative self-talk stop themselves from being successful. This little voice in your head can limit your goals, self-esteem, and aspirations. By killing this voice, you are giving yourself the option of being more successful. In exercise 1, we start by identifying negative self-talk. Step 2. Developing a positive mental attitude. A positive mental attitude is certainly one of the major factors in having a successful and happy life. It is said that consciously having a positive attitude is like a magnet. Positive thoughts attract positive actions. In other words, all the attitudes and feelings you have now are exactly what will happen in the future. All your attitudes and feelings about success are exactly what you will bring into your life. Any attitudes towards money are exactly what your money situation will be. A positive mental attitude will evolve if you work on believing positive things will happen. Work at believing in your own ability to achieve anything that you want in life. Having a positive attitude serves as some kind of force field that stops bad things from detracting you from your goals. This attitude allows you to see opportunities that others do not see. It gives you the sense of emergency others lack. It keeps you focused on solutions rather than problems. Developing a positive mental attitude. 1. Start an hour earlier each day and work on a project that is exciting and meaningful to you. 2. Start the day with self-motivational thinking, listening to a motivational recording, reading a motivational book or reviewing your goals. 3. Have an organized plan for each day. 4. Take notes of each victory and accomplishment and reflect on this daily. 5. Reduce your exposure to negative thinking. 6. Read positive literature every day. Step 3. Act as if. If you could have what you want, what is it? Act as if you have it now. By acting if you have it now, your subconscious starts to believe it is real. By creating a successful behavior, you will start to create successful outcomes. Step 4. being grateful. Being grateful for the things you have, rather than focusing on the things you don't have, is a great way to be happy. Regardless of what happens to you, think of each failure as a learning experience. The famous inventor, Thomas Edison, failed 1,000 times before he discovered the light bulb. And every time he failed, he said to himself, "I now know what not to do." Spend 5 to 10 minutes each morning asking these morning power questions. What am I happy about in my life now? What am I excited about? What am I proud of? What am I grateful for? Think how lucky you are. There are many people in the world that have nothing. Step 5. Creating a vision board. This is a board where you can cut out pictures of what you want and pin them on your board. Look at these pictures each day, and imagine yourself in them. As you visualize your dreams, it strengthens your motivation. Do you believe you deserve great things in life? It all comes down to self-worth. How you feel about yourself is directly related to how you treat yourself. People don't realize that their self-worth is a major factor in whether or not they do what's necessary to improve their life. Many people want to be healthy, wealthy, and happy, but they don't believe they actually deserve it. Because self-worth ultimately comes from within, the value you place on yourself is the only type of worth you can control. You determine how outside factors influence your inner sense of value. Our life is full of opportunities. One can even say that life itself is one big opportunity. When you sweep up every chance to grow and develop, you'll be well on your way to meeting those terms, and you'll be proud of yourself for the work you put in. Whatever it is that you decide to do, it will fuel your sense of self and ultimately your self-worth. You are a valuable person. No matter what mistakes you have made, where you're from, or what you do, you are still a worthy person. To get to where we want to be, we have to start from where we are. When we can accept our current reality and own it, we can then look for solutions and co-create our life. It takes patience and resourcefulness to take what we have and create the life we desire, but when we are accountable and recognize we are a co-creator of our life, we no longer feel helpless and hopeless. Find your value in every moment and look for meaning in everything you do. Living in the past can lead to regrets, and living in the future can make us feel disappointed about the present. This moment, right now, is the most important time of your life. Remember the saying, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. We all have unique gifts, strengths, and talents. Sometimes we overlook our amazing qualities because we are distracted by our weaknesses. If you truly value yourself, you will stop doing things that harm your chances of living a healthy and happy life. How can you start valuing yourself more? Throughout your journey there will be many things to remember and do. You will be challenged along the way to make notes and take actions. The best way to make these things happen is to use the templates in our Breakthrough Challenge Journal. It will help to write down your goals and the things you need to do to achieve them. You can then reflect on your progress and identify any areas that need more attention. Make sure to take the time to fill it out. Make the Breakthrough Challenge Journal part of your life. Writing down your thoughts will help to clarify them. It is much easier to reflect constantly and examine thoughts critically when they are recorded. Writing stimulates your subconscious to produce better insights about yourself. What changes can you make?